welcome to my channel today. I'm Lady Starfire, and today I want to talk to you about getting off your path and getting back on your path. Now, it happens to us a lot throughout time, throughout our lives. Things pull us away from doing our circles like we're supposed to, or maybe we think we need to go over here and try this for a while, and then we realize that, no, I really want to come back to my path that I started on. You know, maybe you want to add some things to it. That's all fine. Do you have to start over? Are you shamed or any of that other stuff? No, not at all. It's one of those things that we all have lessons to learn in this life. And sometimes we get pulled one way or the other while we're trying to learn those lessons. And it's fine. I have people that come into my store a lot that have, not been doing things for a while because of, work or kids or spouses or whatever going on in their life. Where do I need to start? What do I need to do to get back on my path? Well, first of all, you just simply need to start. Go back where you were or where you left off, or maybe you need to start something completely new. Maybe that was why you got pulled off of it, because you weren't really doing the right thing for you. So, whether it's pick up a book, talk to somebody that can help you, whatever it is, take that time and evaluate what path do you want to be on? Where do you want your life? What direction do you want your life to go in? And that's where you start. So, maybe you want to just take a white candle or a silver candle, whatever, for the goddess or the god, if that's, who you work with more. And ask them for direction. Say, look, I've been wandering off over here, but I'm ready to get back here now. So can you guide me? Can you help me? You're not giving up free will when you do this. You're asking for guidance. It's just like if you go to your parents for guidance. That's the way I look at the God and Goddess. When I need help, I go to them and I say, I don't know which direction to go. Can you spin me around and shove me in the right direction? Kind of like spin the tail on the donkey. And they always do. And I'm always thankful for that direction, because sometimes you just get bogged down in the mundane BS, and, life just becomes this blob instead of the spiritual life that we're meant to lead. So when you get out of whack and then you're trying to get back, ask for that direction. Go to someone also that you trust. You can contact me. I have people come to me all the time because they're trying to figure out how to get back, on their path and get back to doing the things that they're supposed to do. And, I usually sit down with them and figure out where they were, what they've been doing in the meantime, and what we need to do to get them started back on the path they want to be on. The most important thing is for you to know what it is that you want, what direction you want to go, and then it's easier to figure out how to get there. If you have no clue what path it is that you're wanting to be on, well, you really need to figure that out first. Are you wanting a pagan path? Do you want a Christian path? If it's a pagan path, which one? Wicca, Druid, whatever. It's up to you to kind of have an idea of what direction that you want to go. If you work with certain deities or you were working with them, start with them. Ask them for their assistance in guiding you on where you want to go and where you need to be. And you will find that direction. Now, I would start off with, number one, a good cleansing. I would cleanse my house. I would cleanse me, take a good cleansing bath. Do some meditation. Light you a candle, for the goddess or the god or both of them, whichever feels right to you, and ask for that direction. But get cleansed first and get rid of all the negative, mundane BS that just mucks us all up. If you don't know how to do the cleansing and everything, I've got videos on that. Go watch them. They will help you tremendously in getting yourself on that right path. After the cleansing, after the meditation, I'm sure that will help you a lot. There's a video on meditation too if you need help with that. First and foremost, you need to try to, figure out your direction. Doing a good cleansing, removing negativity, bringing in lots of positive. The black and white candle spell that I teach you will help tremendously with that as well. And then sit down, meditate, contact your god or goddess or both, and get them to help guide you that way. It's another way, to contact them, your ancestors, whatever, to get that direction in your life, to figure out, which way you're wanting to go. If it's close to a new moon or a full moon or a Sabbath, do a ritual for those. You'll find that it energizes you and you just feel so good after you've done them. I love having circle. Whether I'm in it by myself or with a whole group, I love having circle. It just simply energizes me and makes me feel alive and in connection with deities, and my spiritualism rises up, and I just feel great. So that's maybe a really good place for you to start. If you don't know how to do one, come ask me. Or, if you have some other kind of teacher, ask them. You can discover it in one of my books if you need, that as well. There's all different types of ways of doing circle. There's no real right or wrong. There are some wrong things you can do. But, a simple thing can do so much for you and help give you that guidance on what direction you want your life to go and what path you want to be on. Just remember, it is your choice. It's not my choice. It's not your spouse's choice. It's not your best friend, your parents, your kids, the church down the street, whatever type it is. It's no one's choice but your own. So when you find yourself wavering off of your path, maybe it wasn't the right path, maybe it wasn't the right time. So whatever that path is, figure it out and dedicate yourself to that path. You can't just jump around here, there, and everywhere. Maybe I want to do this today. Oh, well, now I think I want to work with these gods today. And now I want to do this over here. It will have you run crazy. So pick a path. If you don't know, it's fine. Test out some different things that seem interesting. But you're going to have to decide on a general path. You can incorporate some of these other things, but you got to learn a basic first, so that you have a way of doing it. You can't go and try to do a circle like a druid does and then, say, well, but I want to call in Egyptian gods and I want to do this. It just doesn't really work that way. So you need to really kind of decide on a path and start working with that path. If you find it doesn't feel quite right, fine, then change to something else. But decide on one first. And let's, work on that one. Find somebody that knows about it and get them to help you. And then, once you kind of get going in it and something goes, don't really think this one's for me, that's okay. Then go try something else. That's the only way you're going to know what fits. And maybe there's some things about the way that, this one over here did things that you really like and you want to incorporate that into your path. That's fine. But you got to kind of get some kind of a foundation poured in some sort of direction and learn what you can mix together and what you can't. Because there are deities and things like that just don't really meld real good together. So you need to make sure that whatever you're working with works well together. So, figure out what kind of direction that you at least think that you want to be in and work on that. See how it fits. It's kind of like going to the store and trying on clothes. You find something you like. Maybe you don't know for sure the size. So you grab a couple different sizes, see which one fits. Maybe you try it on and go, oh my God, that looked a whole lot better on the hanger than it does on. And I've seen it work the opposite too, going, I don't really think so, but you try it on anyway and you go, you look fabulous. Same thing with paths, okay? But just don't try jumping around, every day to a different one. Figure out what feels right or what you think feels right and go with it for a while. Now, if you learn automatically just right off that, no, this is not for me, then fine. Back off, regroup, and then try something else. But don't just, in trying to find it, jump around from everything, because you're going to drive yourself crazy and you'll never get on any path. You know, you'll just be trying on every pair of shoes in the store. Okay? So let's not try to do that, and let's try to get on our path and get our lives settled. And just remember, the best thing to do is not to ever be religious, to always be spiritual. Because if we're spiritual, we can actually talk to anybody on a spiritual level, where if you're more concerned with religion or being religious, and I'm this religion or that religion, everybody clashes. You just butt heads because nobody agrees. Okay? So work towards being a spiritual person so that you can love and communicate with everybody. You know, so that's what I strive to do. You know, that's why I just call myself pagan. It's just simple. I incorporate all sorts of things in there, you know, that I've developed over the years and learned over the years. And that's fine to incorporate things over time. But in the meantime, get you a foundation. Make it work right first. It's kind of like a recipe. We're going to make this cake. We're going to follow the recipe to a T. Turns out great. Well, maybe you decide you want to add a little fruit to that recipe. And maybe it turns out great, and maybe it turns out horrible. Turns out horrible, you know, next time you're going to make the cake based on the recipe. Okay, so, you know, that's why you start off with a firm foundation to grow on and grow with, and that way you can add things. If it doesn't work, okay, going back to the basics. Come across something else, add it. Hey, I like that. I'm going to keep that. Or maybe I'm only going to keep it sometimes. Okay, so whichever it is, just, you know, work on it and see what works. If you need me, if I can help you in any kind of way, leave me a comment, email me, contact me through Facebook. If you're local, come to my store. I will be more than happy to help you and guide you, you know, to get you into a direction of your path and get you back where you need to be. So I hope this helps you. I'm always here for you. I don't care if you're, you know, in Tennessee or if you're on the other side of the world. I'm here for you. So if there's anything else I can do for you, you know where to find me. I'm right here, okay? So if you would share this video with somebody you think may can use the information, because I know there's a lot of lost people out there, and surely you know somebody that needs some kind of guidance on how to get back on the right path for them. Click the buttons down there. I thank you for watching my videos all the way through. I need those view hours built up, so the more of that you can do, I really appreciate it. And until the next time, I hope everyone has a wonderful and beautiful day. And just remember, you are a beautiful person. You're wonderful. And everything will go much better for you when you look at yourself in the mirror and say those things to yourself. So till the next time, blessed be.